Hi, this this is BB. Apparently, after a week or so, it was like 8 days. I posted a video and it actually posted. Um, Two things. Water, I believe, is a factor in this. If you have water in your home, now they may be dropping something in the water. I don't know what chemicals these people use. I woke up this morning and it's all over. It's like in my nose, like this. It's burning and it's like sulfur. It smells like sulfur, like something really. And I there were grains in my mouth at one point. So I don't know if somebody put something in my mouth, or maybe they were telling me they have cyanide pills inside me. So I don't know if they really said that and then they actually did it. These people are like drawing straws and drawing lots to see who would kill me. Now this is my thing. If those stamps are really worth like $400 million as a collection, if they sold them, they might take out a bounty for 80 to. If they take out a bounty on me for like 40 to 80 million dollars, that will draw a lot of people trying to kill me. I don't know how much they're worth. I believe the couple I used to live next door, they would know. And I'm gonna be like fucking Kevin Christian and start putting their names out here. I've got nothing left to lose. If it's not them, then they can sue me. Cause I don't know what the hell to do here. This thing is burning, and it felt like grains and like the texture of like salt grains. Maybe not as coarse, but they were there in my mouth. Very fine grains. And I don't know. I don't know where it could have come from. Unless a literal filling got loose, or whatever this thing is. It's so pungent, it's so strong. It's like an acid that it's fucking my teeth up and breaking down the enamel. That's a possibility as well. That's one of the things they hate about me is I have nice teeth, and they're always talking about my teeth. They want to see them rotten. They want to see them rotten. So with that being said, it's like just a crazy fest. But I had some water on the floor, and the video that I posted, it talks about this technology where you're hearing them. The technology exists. So if those of you who are actually hearing these voices know that the technology exists, have no fear of coming forward and saying something. It exists. It was created, I believe, at MIT in 2019. They actually had an article on it. What it does is it uses any moisture in the atmosphere, and they say there's always moisture in the atmosphere. It uses moisture, and they can actually, it's just like a sound wave. They can send music, they can send words, they can send a song, they can send some kind of noise to one person in a room. I don't know how they do it, and it doesn't have to be invasive. They don't mean they don't have to inject something into you. I'm just not sure how they do it. This is what it said. They don't have to be invasive. You don't have to. They don't have to inject something into the receiver. So that's one of the possibilities. If it's not that technology, it's a technology similar that's been improved upon in a very diabolical way. So don't be afraid of that. The technology exists. See, these people are planning to commit the perfect murder. What these people do is they started out maybe as money, but I don't think they're hurting for cash. But I think they like something else. They like the torture, the effects of the torture. Now think about it. They're using sound waves. They're using sending messages using sound waves to an individual. To an individual. He's telling me they'll cut my life. That's fine. Let them, whatever the fuck. Apparently, I'm at the hands of the gang stalkers, and I'm going to start putting their names. They might as well know who they are. You might as well know who they are. Kevin Christian is doing it. To stay alive, he's doing it. He's always putting their names out there. One of them is, his name is Mackie. Incidentally, that's just, there. He's in the same place, or they're in the same place, I believe. Um, Maybe no, I thought that he's in Georgia. No, he's in Georgia. I was gonna say something, but he's in Georgia, and it's like one ring controls them all. What it is, it's like a feeling. These people, I don't know if this is, it started out as a religion, started out as science, it started out, they stumbled upon it by accident, but these technologies that are coming into existence is only, some of them are being misused to enhance the use of illegal means to torture people as torture measures. So using sound waves, Havana syndrome, that's one thing. But this is Havana syndrome on a minuscule or a smaller level, where they use Havana syndrome, the theory or the concept or the actualization of Havana syndrome, because it did cause a lot of problem on a smaller scale, to actually talk to people. To actually talk to people. See, right now, like right in here, it feels like sulfur. It burns, but it feels like this is the sound that my brain is telling me is in association with this smell or this feeling. Like when you take two pieces of rocks together, you're trying to create a flame, or like something falling from above. Like we will see a movie where there's like an asphalt, not asphalt, like a meteor shower or something, and it's falling. We had rain here last night. We had a thunderstorm. It was. I'd never been in one. Well, one time in Barbados, but here, the lightning was literally outside my door. The power went off twice during the storm. It lasted for about 15 minutes. Fortunately, it came back on immediately. So, with that being said, um, it's it's, I don't know if the water has anything to do with it, or there's just a lot of stuff that came down. Now, another way to look at this, we're looking at this with the sound waves. One of the things that was happening at the house 2 blocks away was these cicadas. Whenever they turn on these things, whatever they were, the cicadas would start up. As soon as they turn them off, immediately they would stop. Turn them on, the cicadas would start up, then immediately they would stop. What they're doing is this thing it affects insect life, which means it's affecting human life. It's affecting insect life. It will affect animal life. It will affect aquarian life. If that was if it was close to a water, I guess. I don't know about salt water, or if you need clear water. I'm not sure. You might need salt water. The difference between salt water and clear water, I'm not sure. If there's a difference. Or fresh water, as you call it. We call it sweet water, salt water. Because sweet water you can drink, salt water you cannot. This is why we call it sweet water. That's from my country. So it's all kinds of things, and it's rapidly becoming like, they're just saying all different kinds of things, and I think they're getting desperate, and because they're getting desperate, they're hurting me more and more. They're hurting me more and more. I did a drug test last week, and the drug test was negative. However, they found traces of a drug in it that's this here. Is Elavil, or the generic for Elavil. Elavil is to help you sleep. This was I was asked to take something to help me to rest, because my therapist had said she was concerned about my sleeping, because my eyes probably looked like they were out of control, like a fucking raccoon. Like a fucking raccoon. So she's the Elavil. I got 3 of these bottles. There's 2 of them that has the full dose of 30 each. What the ingredient that she was that they found when it was noticeable was a sleeping ingredient. Now I got these. Now this goes to show this is what they'll do. If you have things in your home, they will take your own things and give them to you. Like for example, if like I don't take these things, I really don't care for them. I would take them if I wasn't being gang stalked, so that I could get some rest and go to sleep. So that I could get some rest and go to sleep, I would take them. But because I'm almost afraid to go to sleep. So I can't. So with this, they found it, and the last one I took about half of it, I believe. I cut it in half, and this was up about 3 months ago. How can it show up? How can it possibly show up on a video? I mean, not on a video. How can it possibly show up in my urine after 3 months? Is something wrong with my tummy? What can this possibly be? My stomach? Well, it's a urine, so I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. How can it possibly show up? So with that being said, I'm not sure what's going on. And the third one, I can't find it. I took maybe 4 or 5 of them total, like over spaced out. I got these since last year. I got them since this one was given to me 11/16/2022. The other one was earlier than that, but that was when this one was filled. So that's what happened. So we were talking about, but that means also that somebody is doing something to me. Like I told you, when I shower, and my skin smells like it's almost like it smells like when you crush up a bunch of pills. I was smelling the same thing back in California. The couple next door weren't showering. They used to come in and turn, like one of them would turn the water on for like a minute and a half to give the impression of a shower. Nobody showers for a minute and a half. They weren't showering, which means they either knew something or they did something. I don't know. So whatever the case might be, that's where I stand right now. And I just want to get out of this alive. They can intimidate me all I want. At this point, I really don't care. Because I don't want to die. If I die as a result of this right now, this is straight up murder. This is called straight up fucking murder. Over a long drawn out period of time. This is torture and murder. So with that being said, that's one thing. And with the sound waves, that's, like they use water, so I guess the more water in the air is the faster it is for them to do this, or the more easy it is for them to do this. I'm not sure. So I was looking at my cat. I'm not sure, like how this all ties together, like how to put this together with, every technology that's out there. I'm not sure. But I do know that the technology exists to cause problems in people's lives. And it's being misused. These nanobot dispensers are one of them. Because they stay in your bloodstream, I don't know for how long, or they stay in your stomach for how long. I don't know if you swallow them or what you do. And now, they have a thing that they use. They punch you in the head. One of them is always, and that's the one who's hacking me too. He's gonna punch people in the head. You get a blast of energy, and on that energy, I have a client who talks to me, and that's just realized it. And she talks to me. It sounds like she's in her tub every time, water, and then she feels the urge to call me. I just realized that. She feels the urge to call me. Someone please watch this video. Please watch it. You might be able to save your own life. Be careful. These people don't play nice. She had to get surgery to the back of her neck. It's always something with the back of the neck. She was in an accident 2 years ago. But she gets anxious in the evenings. She gets anxious. This is what you call the punching is a blast of energy. It's a blast of whatever and the words and the thoughts, whatever they're interjecting a thought. It's short lived, but it stays long enough to the person, well, what happened here? You either get dizzy, fall forward, something can happen. Now, if she gets punched too many times, if it does happen, she gets punched too many times in the head, if this does happen, then she can lose her balance in the top. And that's why it feels like I'm being threatened by that now. Because these people, they're like at war within themselves, and we are feeling the aftermath. So I don't know. The few clients that I did have come through to me all had similar stories of something wrong. This thing at the back of my neck. There's a man named Donald Fresh. He had a big one till he passed out. The cop that who introduced me, who told me about somebody next door. I don't know how true that is, but most of the things he said was true, as it started happening to me. He had one too. He passed out as well. In the line of duty, I believe he passed out. When I came here, my friend John helped me to come here. He had one. I had one at the same time. He never had it before. You still think these things are coincidences? I don't think so. Something is wrong here. And it's not woo-woo. People are doing this.